Welcome back to Storytime with Lara, and today we're going to continue on in reading my book, Tiny Garden, Big Trouble. We are in chapter 6, which starts on page 29, and I do have my little friend Buddy with me from the last video. Say hi, Buddy. Buddy's saying hi, always trying to sniff you and give you kisses. That's so sweet. Okay, Buddy. Buddy's going to sit with me on my lap, and I also have another friend who's going to be in the lineup today. This is just a little icon pillow, and you know, it is really fun to read to family and friends, and if you don't have a lot of people around to read to, or you don't have any pets, you can always read to the stuffed animals. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to read to you, and I'm going to read to Buddy and Little Smiley Face. Okay, so we were on chapter 6. It's titled Sleepover. Later that night, Petals whispered, "Are you asleep, Em?" Em smiled in the dark. She thought she was the only one who couldn't sleep. "I'm awake. Are you thinking of the tiny garden?" "Yeah, Ben had a great idea today. It solves all the problems. But who would want an angel garden? Do we need to go around asking people? Would we knock on doors?" Em sighed. "I know. I'm wondering the same things." In the still, quiet night, the nearly full moon peeked from behind the curtain, casting a soft light in the room. Petals leaned over the edge of the bed and looked at Em, who was lying on the floor in a sleeping bag. "Secrets are fun, huh, Mary Martha? I mean, Em." She fluffed up her pillow and said, "Yes, Rose, Petals, but only the happy ones like for birthdays or Christmas, or tiny gardens." Petals smiled and laughed and sat up. "Hey, what if we made a secret tiny garden?" Em laughed. "If it's a secret, how would anyone be blessed?" "We are supposed to love our neighbors." Petals laughed. "No, like a tiny secret garden that someone just finds, but they don't know where it came from," said Petals. Em's eyes lit up. "Oh, yes, that is a great idea." Petals grabbed the pen and notebook from beside the bedside table. "Wow, this is getting exciting." The girls sat up, writing ideas and drawing pictures for another hour. When they drifted off to sleep, they both felt completely happy. In the morning, songbirds began to sing and chirp. This woke Em and Petals. They jumped up and got dressed, and then they hurried to the kitchen to eat cereal. They each scooped large spoonfuls of cereal into their mouths before they even finished the last bite. Mama Bee said, "Are you two in a race or what?" "'Cause I'm not handing out any trophies for cereal racing this morning." They both laughed, which caused cereal and milk to shoot back into their bowls and onto the table. Em picked up a tea towel and began to wipe up the mess. "No, Mom, we're just in a hurry. We have homework to finish before church starts." "Well, okay then," said Mama Bee. As they ran out the door, they put their bowls and spoons in the kitchen sink. Mama Bee looked out the window to see them running toward the garden. She whispered, "Gee, I wish I had that much energy in the morning." And that's the end of chapter 6. So, our little friends are still here, hanging out, listening to the story. You know, this makes me think about how to love other people. Sometimes it's confusing to think of what kind of things could we do that would make other people feel loved and feel blessed. And it's not just about doing something like a service project, which is fine. I mean, doing a service project is perfectly wonderful. But I think part of it is things like putting the cereal bowl in the sink, wiping up spills that we make, to let the people around us know that we love them, that, you know, it shows that we care when we take care of things that we all use together. And sometimes we have to go out of our way to be more loving than, say, somebody else. And sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes it's just not easy. But we're commanded to love God with all of our heart, to pursue Him, to seek, to run after Him, and to love our neighbors. to love those people around us as we love ourselves, which has to do with how we take care of ourselves. We love ourselves, so we feed ourselves. We breathe air, we drink water, we delight in beautiful things and exciting opportunities or happenstances. There's all kinds of things that make us feel cared for. And that's really what this story is about. And we're getting to it. With Tiny Garden, the whole idea is to be able to be creative and to take care of other people through God touching us and giving. Buddy almost fell off my lap. To have God, allow God to touch us and give us ideas of things that would help other people feel loved. And as you're going to see as the book progresses, sometimes we go off of our own ideas and our own energy, which sometimes are not the best decision when they're not God directed, or when we don't follow and obey what God's commands are, or even like parents or teachers. So like the teacher didn't say, go and carry out this activity, right? The teacher said, just come up with ideas. So anyway, we'll get to chapter 6 in the next video. All right. God loves you.